Hi guys, I'm Shmi, and today is one of those days where I have an awful lot of car-related things that I need to do. Very much first world problems, because I need to go from one place to another, sorting out each and every one of my cars. Today I need to basically take all of them somewhere to do something, and firstly that's going to start with the FF. So the FF needs to go to Posh Wash, needs to get it clean up, all of that grime from the recent trip off it. It needs to get the winter tyres, the Sottozeros taken off and put back onto the standard ones, and then store those away. So I'm going to get started with that. Now normally I wouldn't vlog this kind of day, but I think it's quite interesting to see a little bit behind the scenes what goes into running a car collection like this, especially when I am basically always on the move, never here, only have limited days in which to get them sorted. So like I said, I know this is first world problems, but let's get started. Take the FF over to Posh Wash. First stop of the day then, the Ferrari is lined up to get washed at Posh Wash and have the Sottozero winter tyres taken off. Now it is exceptionally salty and horrible, but that's going to get cleaned up, and then my regular Pirelli Pzeros for summer are going to go back on the FF. All four of those lined up. Then later on I'll load them back up in the car and take them home, because you can actually just fit all four tyres for the FF into the boot of the FF. And I've got some tyre bags from Rich Book to use for the purpose that they hooked me up with. So those will take the tyres home for storage later on. But for now, I need to actually go and catch an Uber over to stop number 2 in the storage, because I'm going to be taking out the new car, the Vanquish Volante, that you might have seen that by now I've revealed. And that is basically why this video has been held back slightly, because obviously I've just taken delivery of it, and today I'm going to be taking it to Dub Customs. Now that's obviously not the final plate, by the way, but the Volante in carbon black is going to be wrapped. We've had the wheels done, so I turned the wheels from full black to the diamond cut finish at Posh Wash as well. I've probably already told you all of this, but I'm filming the videos in slightly backwards order. It's nice to see the two Astons together, and the next part of today is taking this out before we come back for those two later on and do some things with those. But obviously take the cover off. This is my old Specialized cover from the 12C. Not quite as good in fitting as the two that I have fitted for the GT8 and the LT, but hopefully in due course I'll get one that matches. And also obviously reveal the final number plate as well. Coming around to the rear, I've got to unplug the trickle charger that's into the boot, so I'll sort that out and then head out. Okay then, number 2 of the day inside the Vanquish. Gonna get the key slotted in here. Straight into life, trickle chargers doing what they're supposed to do. So let's get on the road. Well, actually, I'm heading home first to pick up the Focus RS to get on the road and head to Dub Customs. Back in my home garage, Focus RS opposite us, and miraculously joined by Benzene Ben in the dark here, who's going to drive this for the first time.
Yes.
In fact, you're the only person who's driven this car since it's been mine.
Yes, quite funny. I've driven your GT8 quite a bit.
Yeah,
now.
probably as much as I have.
Yeah, it's getting close. I think we worked it out last time, it was about 40% I'd driven.
There we go.
So yeah, but this should be fun.
So you take the Vanquish, I'll take the Focus RS, and we will drive the two cars to Dub Customs. Mount tune time. Oh yes, there we go. So, this one ready for the drive. We're at Dub Customs. We've immediately taken off the number plates, but is it stop 3? There we go, sounds so good. So driving with the two cars has been fun for me in the Focus, listening to the Vanquish. But this is going to head inside, start getting things cleaned up, obviously removing the sticky pads ready for the wrap vinyl, taking off some things that make this a little bit easier, templating where the badge goes, that kind of stuff. Then the Focus is going to come around here because that's parked out of the way. But also, I noticed at the back we have Paul's new car, so we'll check that out in a moment. Paul, how's it going?
Hello, how are you?
I'm very good, and you must be pretty good too with this.
I'm on a new level of high. I didn't think it existed, but I am on a new level of high with this car sat here.
And I'm pretty sure that everybody watching this probably already knows that Paul has just taken delivery of a Huracan LP580-2.
Yep.
Don't miss that, rear-wheel drive. And so far up to this point, because remember everybody watching that you're watching a video shot before it's gone live.
Yeah.
You've only driven it once, right?
I've driven it once, 2 days ago, and I've about tripled the mileage driving
From
here.
PDI to driving it here nice and gently.
Exactly.
Is it open? Can we?
I have no idea.
Yes, it is. Inside Paul's new mobile. So this car is going to head down to, well, you're going to drive it to Monaco, right? To Tarmac?
It's going to be in Europe.
We're going to have this with that when it's fully wrapped.
And a few other
there,
cars.
And a few other cars. Well, this is quite special. First new car, second new car.
Second new car, but the first one was an Audi A1, so...
First new
kind of a step
supercar
up.
from Pangborn, who are awesome. Craig has always been brilliant. A lot of fun. They have, as you discovered, a really cool test drive route as well.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
Well, this is good. This is good. Being PPF'd, right?
PPF, and it's having the Balboni stripe straight through the middle in tribute to Valentino Balboni, because they only made the LP580-2, which was like the rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, I remember, of course.
So, seeing as this is rear-wheel drive, it's not a Balboni edition, but I'm going to make it one.
Yeah, and it will look good because they did it with the orange as well, didn't they? The white and gold stripes.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
That's going to look really nice. Well, look forward to seeing it finished. You're going to have many, many, many happy miles in this thing, I'm sure. And many road trip adventures to come.
Loud miles, because the exhaust is getting changed.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
There's a surprise. Paul, you heard it here first, guys. Actually, they didn't. They already knew from your video. Paul is changing an exhaust.
What? What a crazy man.
No way. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Maybe going out, filming something with it with you when it's all done.
We should recreate the video we did in the Gallardo in the hills of Monaco.
Yes, of course. That was loud enough. Please don't go that loud.
No, it's not going to go that loud.
Good. We found the old sample.
Yes, some memories in this from
think-
the Abdar S6, right?
Yeah, that's what we wrapped. So this is the 3M gloss blue metallic, the same color I've used on the 12C, the Morgan three-wheeler, and then we used it on the Abdar S6 for Gumball last year. And now we're doing the fourth car in it, the Vanquish. And I feel like seeing that color on the car is gonna look so good.
I can't wait to see it. We'll have obviously the little carbon parts poking through.
You know what's a bit weird though? People watching this video have already seen the car wrapped.
That is strange. They're going to see it before we have now. Does that work?
That does work somehow. But some parts have been removed, like the vents and things, so it's easier to wrap around. But otherwise, we've kind of planned this out that everything black is going to be wrapped. So this will be, the lower front splitter will be blue as well. We're leaving everything carbon, the skirts, these bits, the door mirror arms, that. Obviously you don't have to wrap the roof. Well, you'd be a bit strange if you did. It's a fiddly car to wrap because you've got to get the material in under the spoiler somehow. But leave that to Dub. And then we'll wrap this lower part too. So you have the blue like stripe across the back, which will be quite nice as well. And look what's just arrived. There we go. The full roll ready to be wrapped. Perfect. Well, we will rejoin when this is at a slightly later stage, but that is what we needed to do for now at this stop. We need to head back to London.
Fast forward.
Stop 4. So Focus parked up. We're going to take out both the GT8 and the LT. The GT8's going to Topaz just to be checked over after the recent PPF installation. It doesn't need to. I'm just taking it in because I want to. The LT's going out because it hasn't been driven for about 5 weeks or so now. So we need to strip back the specialized covers. And we've got the car underneath. Pull this one back up too slightly. Looks nice. Haven't seen those in a while. It's actually quite cool with the skirts lifted up over the top like that. Covers are off. Ben's got the honours of starting GT8. Pop the key in. Let's hear it roar into life. There we go. So you're going to drive that. I'm going to drive the LT. I doubt you can hear me over that noise at all. Hi. Okay. Shall we go? Sorry? Shall we go? Yeah, well I need to get in the other car and start that first. So, fingers crossed, no concerns in here too. We've unplugged all the trickle chargers, of course. Can we open straight up? Just, yes. Hold it here. Step in. So this hasn't been driven in a while. Comfort entry. Straight into life. This is going to be weird. Stop number 5, where it is really quite windy, but that was fun driving the GT8 and LT together.
Yeah, even if it was quite slow.
Yeah, and you are now getting up to about 50% of the
Yes,
GT8's
I'm
mileage, so I need
almost
to
overtaking you.
I need to be driving that car more. It is very, very windy, so I'm sorry about that, but we stopped by Topaz where there's an RS4 litre, a very nice old 911, another FF. There's a 911R over there as well, I noticed. And there are some awfully nice cars inside where the GT8 is right now, but we were just discussing that basically I would like to drive the GT8 home, but unfortunately at the moment, Ben is actually not insured on the LT. You have to sign up 9 names of drivers to each car. So I have to drive the LT, even though I want to drive the GT8, and this is the first world problems.
Yes.
So we're gonna go home and then swap round and park up the LT, or let's say go back to the garage, park up the LT, then take the Focus RS to Posh Wash as well to have its wheels sorted out. Then I don't even know what happens next, but we'll see.
It's a complete juggling exercise.
It really, really is. Oh, Speciale. And we can spare a moment for the sound. Nice. Right, so we'll go back inside. Things here are just about finished up. Then we'll head back towards the storage. Made it back to Posh Wash just in time to drop off the Focus RS, which is going to get taken inside, and then I'm going to take the GT8 home for now because I want to drive it after what I was saying earlier. So park the LT back away. This has really been one of those days of so much confusion, but this is going to carry on tomorrow because I've got to come and pick up the FF, which is sitting here for its wheels to be changed, tyres to be changed with no fuel in it, take that to the storage, then I've got to come back to get the Focus RS, which has about 10 miles to empty. It's beyond zero, but, well, not beyond zero, is it? It's got 10 miles. It's nearly zero, and then get those tyres swapped over, then take all the tyres home as well. I don't even know. Let's see what happens. Another day and more errands to be run. So first stop Posh Wash to collect the FF, then sort out the tyres. One substantially cleaner FF than we had yesterday. The Le Mans Blue looking very nice and shiny, as are the wheels. Now wearing the regular Pirelli Pzero tyres with the Sottozeros tucked away in the boot. And I think this is one of the quite fun things that people probably wouldn't realise. You can fit 4 tyres in the back of an FF. I think if anything's a good way to judge the amount of storage space a car has, that probably is. Literally, we've got all 4 back here in the Richbrook bags to protect the leather. Tyres have a tendency to make anything they touch turn black. So imagine what would happen to this kind of edge if they weren't bagged up. But those will now go in there. I'm going to take the tyres, drop them off at home, and I'm going to take the car to the storage. So, boot shut, nice and easily. Let's step in, fire her into life. The fun thing about this, tyres all out of the boot, the Mini in its space, and there's still enough room at the front to put them all because, well, the space is huge relative to the size of this thing. So up here we've got, well, on the left, we've got the tyres I've just taken out, the Sottozeros from the FF. Those are my Pirelli Trofeo Rs, the sort of road semi-slicks for the 675 LT. So those will go on that shortly, and then I've got enough space for the winter tyres off the Focus RS as well. Now, I did start this video saying every car needed something doing. The Mini needs a new battery. It's basically on the way out because I don't drive the car enough, so I've ordered one of those on the internet to save me actually having to take it anywhere. And then I've got to work out how to install it in there somehow. We'll get to that in due course. I'm going to sort that out, and I've ordered a few other parts as well because basically everything on the Mini is so cheap that if you decide you want to change anything, it's like £5 here, £10 there, so you can update it and upgrade it and bring all those old parts that are wearing out back up to form. So for now, I'm going to take this out, fill it up on the way to storage, and then go get the Focus RS. And the next stop, the FF parked up, plugged into its trickle charger, and now I can pull back the cover from the McLaren as well. So I left it up yesterday because the car was still warm after driving it, and obviously if you close that, that's a fire risk, so leave it open and shut that away today. This is a bit of deja vu. We're back home, this time with the Focus RS. I've unloaded the tyres, so they're stacked back in front of the Mini, and you can kind of tell which car is which based on the height of the pile of tyres. But like I said, this has basically been a video about my very much first world problems trying to sort out all the cars. And I'm not a daily vlogger, as you probably know. I do put out daily videos, but they're themed around specific content or specific cars or activities or something happening rather than my kind of daily life, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all that kind of stuff. But today, well, this video, today and yesterday, has basically been a vlog of what it's like keeping a fleet of 6 cars running and sorting out all sorts of things, and the things I'm setting up to create this content and the trips, you know, the winter tyres, the wraps, the paint protection film, getting them all sorted, ready to go out on the road. So there's an awful lot to do every couple of weeks, basically, every time I come back home and need to sort something out, which I very much enjoy, because the whole reason I do this in the first place is how much I love the cars, and love the driving, and love the adventures, and sharing it just makes it all even more fun. So I'm not really a daily vlogger, but I hope you enjoyed this kind of inside look at what this side of all the cars is about, what it's like keeping a supercar or car fleet up and running if you're doing it all on your own. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up for there. I've got other things I need to go and sort out, but get ready for plenty more with everything in the future. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers.